people to stumble in their growth in the world, in the Lord. Usahay gani kung naatay reklamo sa gobyerno, kabantay mo anak. Reklamo ta din ang gobyerno, and then we say, "You're the God of this city." Instead na magsige reklamo, say, "You're the God of this city, Lord, one day you will bless this nation." Instead na magsige reklamo, basig pwede i-bless na lang nato ang atong nation, i-bless na to. Unsa man yung Cagayan, di pareho sa Davao. Dito sa Davao, wala na yung mga rela. Tuwang rela sa sulod. Kung ako mahimong mayor, kung ako mahimong mayor, mga kapulo na ginakada-kada. Every time mag-drive, kung ako mahimong mayor, ang mga rela to sa sulod, sa interiors, wala din sa gawas. Pero praise God, kaya nga na, wala man sa siya nag-curse. My friends, if we don't like certain things in a person, or in the people in the church, or in a leader, take note. A weak person talks, a strong person prays. You can talk all you want, you can comment all you want, but a person who is strong in the Lord, instead of talking about it, prays about it.
Amen.
Because you know what? Abi nato kung ga-vent out ta about the church, about the leaders, abi nato atong ginadaot ang leader, actually really kita ang nakadaot. I experienced that myself. I am speaking as someone who also committed that mistake. I really thought that, you know, what, and then as I was pouring it out, and then abi na ako nga kanang ginadaot na ko siya. But eventually, ang kinsay kakadaot, dili siya, but ako. See, I said that words can either make or break not only the people that we talk about, but it can also make or break the person who says it. Right?
Yes.
That's why Proverbs 12:18 says, "Some people make cutting remarks, but the words of the wise brings healing." You know, I don't know if you will agree with me, but I just claim it for myself. I claim for myself that my gift is my mouth, but at the same time, it can also be my curse. You know, your strength can also be your weakness at the same time. I know people who are so passionate for the Lord, so passionate, they gave it all. But when it's that passion that hit, it is the same reason that made them leave. Your weakness can be your strength can be the very target of the enemy, and he can turn that into your weakness. But praise God that with Jesus, bali, our weakness can become our strength. Amen?
Amen.
And it takes guarding. It takes conscious guarding. Like me, Lord, it takes conscious guarding of my mouth, because I just really love to talk. I just really want to voice out kanang diba? Kabantay mo, if you're the type of person na I group work, siguro maging si Kasturya, dili mo like siya ka-initiate ka na, yun ka, makastop, mag-initiate yun ka. No? But the Bible tells us that we should make sure that the words that come from our mouth brings healing. It does not mean we don't teach, it does not mean we don't rebuke. Because there's a teaching that heals, but there's also a teaching that breaks. As Christians, we should remember that our tongue is like a tool which can be used for good work or to work evil. We must be careful with the reactions or remarks we make. A fool is unrestrained in his or her tongue, not mindful whether the words that come out of his or her mouth cut or heal. Because we have no control in our anger, we also have no control in our words. Somebody gave me a wise advice long time ago. He said, kung wala kang mabuting maisasabi, huwag ka na lang magsalita. You know, it was pero what he said was really true. If you don't have anything good to say, don't talk at all. Right? Words have the power to stay for a long time in the hearts and minds of people. Na ay mga gisulti sa ato bisan tugay na kayo madumduman gyapon nato labaw na kung sakit. Di ba? Pero naapoy mga kanang affirmation sa ato na sa panahon na kanang we are not okay, madumduman nato ang ilang encouragement. So let's make sure that what comes out of our mouth is that second type Today, let us make sure that our hearts are not unrestraining heart. It is the heart which is controlled. Therefore, our speech, our words should be controlled as well. We should desire that the words of our mouth be pleasing to God. We want God to take our lips and fill them with praise for Him. Amen? So see, a foolish person is a person who's unmindful of the words that he speaks. But not only that, a foolish person is also a person who is unheeding to the words spoken to him. Can we go to the next point? Next slide. Second point. I will repeat that. A foolish person is known not only by the kind of words he speaks, but also with the kind of words that he does not choose to heed. To heed is to pay attention to an advice or warning. To be unheeding is the opposite of that. A foolish person or a foolish heart is a heart that does not pay attention to counsel, most especially godly counsel. Proverbs 28:26 says, "Those who trust in their own insight are foolish, but anyone who walks in wisdom is safe." Many times, kita as human beings, kana bitaw normal, walay mabuot ako. Ako ang life, I will decide. But you know, the Bible calls a person who does not know how to listen, who does not know how to seek counsel, not a wise person, but a person who is foolish. Wisdom comes from the words of God, but it also comes from the words of godly counsel. Amen?
Amen.
You should say amen, no? Wisdom comes from God, but that wisdom also comes from the counsel of godly people. Proverbs 12:15 says, "Fools think their own way is right, but the wise listens to others." Fools think their own way is right, but the wise listen to others. I don't mean to say that you be dictated by others' opinions, but I'm telling you that if you are a wise person, you know how to ask wisdom from other people. Socrates said, "Wise is he who knows that he does not know." A lot of persons who think that they're wise are those people who think that they know. But wise is he who knows that he does not know. According to the wisest man who ever lived, King Solomon, a fool thinks his own way is right. His decisions are right. That's why he refuses to listen to others. I was like that before. And maybe even now. That's why the preaching is also for me. We refuse to listen to others. Or pwede gihapon nag-listen ta. But we do not heed. Tama na dahil listen. Nag-listen dito ko. But wala gi-heed. A foolish heart says, "Ayaw pagbuod sa ako. Kabalo ko sa akong ginabuhat. Dagko na baya ko. Ako ng linya." But a wise person seeks counsel from others. For example, in deciding for a job, you consider the advice of your parents. You consider the advice of those who care for you. Before you eventually decide for yourself, ikaw man yun ang mag-decide. But you consider other person's advice. A person considering someone to marry should all the more listen to the advice of others. Tama?
Yes.
Ano tayo? Ako ay mag-inyo. Ano, ikaw asawa na? Ako ba yan? Ha, marry agad? Alam nga, why are you in a relationship if you do not plan to get married? We don't get into a relationship just to have a relationship. Our end goal is marriage. I would usually say, yesterday when we were talking, kami girls, I said that choosing our life partner is the most crucial decision aside from salvation. Not only because you will spend the rest of your life with that person and there's no return, no exchange policy when it comes to marriage, but because that choice can make you fulfill or miss out your destiny. Why? Take note, friends, that when you get married, the two becomes one.